Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtn and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Liz Cobb. She is the president and CEO and founder of Makana Solutions. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here.
How did you come up with the name Makana? What does it mean?
Makana means reward in Hawaiian. And in thinking about sales incentives, I view Hawaii as the ultimate destination for President's Club, for the winners. And I think having the name Makana really helps reinforce that message.
What three elements should go into any great compensation plan?
A great compensation plan, first and foremost, should be simple and clear enough for the sales rep to keep it in their head at all times without having to go back to the 20-page contract and flip through and look through the fine prints of the comp plan.
So the salespeople need to understand it like in 3 minutes and not in 3 months.
That's right. They need, some of our companies that I've worked with, their sales reps don't actually figure out the plan until the 4th month after they've been paid through a full quarter. And that's way too late for the company. It's, 25% of the year is gone already.
What's number two?
Number two is that it should be precise enough that it's unambiguous in terms of how you would automate it or how someone gets credit for a particular sale. You want to take the noise out of the system where sales reps are bickering and disputing things after they've gotten their commission payments.
What's number three?
The third is that it can be automated in a way that allows frequent feedback so that the sales rep can get a visual feedback of how they're doing relative to their goals on a daily, weekly basis.
It makes a lot of sense. So when a sales rep is in Omaha, Nebraska closing a sale, they want to see the meter tick up online, right?
Absolutely. They want to know how they're doing.
What are the biggest mistakes that people make, or what are some of the blunders that you have seen?
Well, certainly the biggest ones fall into the category of too complex that people don't understand them, or they can't implement them. I worked with one company that couldn't calculate the payments, and as a result, they paid draws for 2 years. And guess what? All of the good salespeople left, and all of the bad ones stayed on so that they could get up to that level of the draw. Another one is really when the sales organization and the service organizations no longer work together because the sales compensation plans weren't looked at holistically together.
So what are the measurable net results of an effective compensation plan?
Yes, one of our customers actually, in the very first month after implementing a Makana plan, increased sales by 15%. And this is a tile company in Toledo, Ohio. And this is this year where the housing economy is down, and they were able to get that kind of dramatic improvement very quickly.
So you're in effect competing with Excel and habits, right?
Absolutely. It's Excel and Word and old legacy kind of information.
And why do people need you?
So most VPs of sales who are driving the process typically bring their plan from their last company and try to morph it or modify it for their current business, and it may or may not actually really drive the behavior that they're looking for.
Liz, can you explain to me what is happening on that screen?
Yes, first of all, we offer the only product that allows you to look at job roles side by side. So you can look at all the job roles, and you see here the sales rep, the product consultant, and the inside sales rep, and you can see their earnings curve and what they're going to get paid at each level of attainment and compare them to each other. You can also see what their metrics are, so you know what they're being measured on.
And what is the red line?
The red line is what they should make at 100% of quota.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a sense of how this plan works when they're under quota as well as when they're over quota. After you're starting to pay the commissions, we will also provide this ranking report that shows how the top 10 people are doing.
What is the other chart? Do you have a second chart here?
We also think it's very important for the sales rep to get visually how they're going to do. So in our comp plan document that we generate automatically out of the product from that same plan definition, we show the rep how they're going to get paid for each of their payout components.
So in other words, you engage your salespeople in a much more effective way because they can see how their productivity impacts the bottom line of the company.
Absolutely. I have never understood why someone would want their sales rep to have to spend any more than 3 minutes understanding their plan.
Well, Liz, I want to thank you. We're going to continue with Liz Cobb tomorrow, where we explore the key ideas on how to develop an effective compensation plan. We also talk about her new product. So tune in tomorrow.